Hello again, this is Algebra Review video number 2. So we're going to be talking about using the area model to multiply polynomials. So as our first example, just a reminder that the area model uses a square or a rectangle, and we modify the side length, so like 2 and x plus 3, and then we would draw things down, etc. So for every single one of these problems, you're going to want to draw out a rectangle. And depending on what our factors are, so this is a factor and this is a factor, we're going to modify the lengths of our rectangle. So this side of the rectangle is going to stand for this 3. So we have 3 times x plus 3. So we have x. We don't know how big x is, but we do know that 3 is this length in orange, so this is about the same size plus 3. So we're splitting it down. Then what we're doing to find the result of multiplying out this polynomial is we're going to find the area of each of these pieces and add them together. Now remember from our geometry unit that when we have area of a rectangle or a square, we do base times the height. So here, we're going to multiply our base, which is 3 or x, and we're going to multiply it by the other one, so we get 3x, 3 times x. We'll do the same because this 3 is over here, so now we have our base times our height is 3 times 3, so it's 9. Then that total area would be adding them together. So 3x plus 9. Remember from the previous video that we can't actually add these two numbers together because they're not like terms. So this total area is actually equal to what this expression is equal to. So 3 times x plus 3 is equal to 3x plus 9. So we'll do a couple more examples. Let's actually skip example number 2 and let's move on to a little bit more complicated one. So example number 3, here we have x plus 3 times x plus 2. So again, we're going to draw out this is kind of off. There we go. That's nice. So we're going to start with x plus 3. We'll call that this side of our rectangle here. And I'm going to write it sideways, x plus 3. So 3 will be about that much. And then times x plus 2. So that'll be this side here. Now, we said that x was about this much. So that means we still have to make x about that much, x. And then if 3 was this length here, then 2 should be less than that. So we'll have 2 be just a little less plus 2, and we'll cut off our rectangle here. And we'll just shade in and we'll pretend that this part doesn't exist here. So we're cutting that down here. So now the next part is to find the area of each piece of this rectangle by doing base times height. So in this box here, we have x times 3, which is 3x. In this next box here, we have 2 times 3, that's 6. In the bottom left box, we have x times x, that's x squared. And in the last box, we have x times 2, which is 2x. So again, to get the total area of what this expression is equal to, we're going to add this up. So we have 3x plus 6 plus x squared plus 2x. Now we want to check, are there any like terms? Because if there are, then we want to combine them. We have 3x and 2x, that's a like term. So 3x plus 2x is 5x. But here, no more like terms. And remember that we usually write this in order of the highest degree, so the x squared, and then x, and then no x. Let's do a couple more examples just for practice. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to say, draw on a rectangle, we'll say this part of the rectangle is 2x plus 1. So or let's say 2x is here and then 1 is this much. So we're crossing that off. And then if this length here is 2x, then about half of that is going to be x. And this part here is going to be that plus 3. So we're crossing that out. Then we can start to fill in the middle pieces by multiplying. So in this quadrant top left, 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 1 is 3. The bottom left, 2x times x is 2x squared. And the bottom right, 1 times x is x. So again, to get that total area, what the expression is equal to is 6x plus 3 plus 2x squared plus x. Look for our like terms. 6x, no. Oh, yep, there we go. No more like terms, so we'll add just those two. 6x plus x, that's 7x plus 3 plus 2x squared. And then let's put it in the order with the highest power first. 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Okay. Last example for this topic. Let's draw our box. We have, let's say, x plus 4 on this side here. Looks like that's x. That's the rest of that length is 4. Then we have 10x, so majority plus 3. So we have 10x plus 3 takes up that length here. Then we want to multiply our base and height of each of the smaller rectangles to get the total area. So we have 40x, because that's 4 times 10. Then we have 3 times 4, which is 12. X times 10x is 10x squared. 3 times x is 3x. And then we will see, a shortcut is, hey, 40x and 3x, those are like terms. So 40x plus 3x is going to be 43x. So we can say this is equal to 10x squared plus 43x plus 12. If you're wondering, hey, Ms. K, I think I learned how to do this another way. For example, it went something like this. So taking example number 3, is there another way to do that? And is it okay if I do? If you learned this, just x squared, something like this, plus 2x, plus 3x, plus 6, and you like this, and you know how to use it, yes, this is okay to use. If you are looking at this video and you're saying, I've never seen this before, don't worry about it. The area method is just fine. So doing this kind of factoring and expanding is fine to do as well. Alrighty, one more video after this, and I will see you then.